Thank you. Are you finished?
That's it. Thank you, John.
That was Jonathan Frakes, ladies and gentlemen.
He's much too busy now. He'd only can stay for a second.
So, hey, Mike, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Brent? What's going on? Hi.
Much.
Do you know Jonathan Frakes here?
I met him.
Yes.
Did anyone want to take a photo? There he goes.
Really?
Yes. That right here. Yes.
When y'all were on the show on the
Sorry, take your time.
And a little drunk.
Yes.
what was Patrick Stewart really like?
I don't think any of us ever really knew him.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say if he was nice because of the accent.
You know what, to be honest, we never really understood what he was saying.
All we ever heard was, yeah, that's very funny.
Right there, standing, you sir.
Yes.
Didn't quite understand her either, actually.
Did she ever have a boob job?
I'm sorry, sir, what are blues?
No, she didn't.
Did he say blue?
No, I think he
what
said
that is, actually. Yeah, oh, that's what an Andorian has. Thank you. This gentleman right here. It writes for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
You, sir, back there in the blue shirt. Yeah.
What's your favorite episode of Star Trek TNG?
Brent?
I guess that would be Chain of Command. You know that one?
I do. I remember that.
That's the one with the best scene.
Did you like Code of Honor?
That's the one with the best.
That's the one with the best scene. Code of Honor is what I meant.
Yes. That was probably one of the most well-written, interesting shows I've ever seen on Star Trek.
Yes, you, sir, right
And
in the blue.
What was the difference between doing the TV show
Yeah.
and then making the movie?
There was really no difference, sir. Fewer people watched it, I guess.
Yes, sir. Just wait. I want to get this guy right here. Man in
What
blue.
the guy with the beard, right there. Yes, sir.
In the movie of Nemesis,
Yes.
what do you think the problem was with that movie?
I've thought about that a lot, sir, and I've gotten a lot of mail about that. And the consensus seems to be they wished we had killed Riker at the end.
No, Brent. Jonathan's not here. Jonathan's not here to
Is Data really
himself.
dead?
I wouldn't want to.
Is Data really dead?
God, I hope so. I've had it up to here.
Let's take another question. You, sir, right there.
Man in the blue, yes.
The blue dress.
This is a serious question.
Yes, sir.
To what do you attribute the continued following and good faith that the Star Trek oeuvre
Yes.
has given to all of us fans?
I guess I've given that a lot of thought, sir, actually, that question.
I didn't understand what he said.
He said something about an Ubra.
Yeah, a different kind of bra or something
I
like
think
that.
it's not a bra.
Yeah, okay.
Saying an Andorian
I tried to ask a
bra.
serious question, didn't I? And I wanted a serious answer, but no, they're afraid. You can't handle the truth!
You know what? You can play that part. Be darn good in that part. You know what? I'm going to restage that.
I've grown into the part.
You have. I'm going to do that a few good men with Jonathan Frakes in the Jack Nicholson part and Will Wheaton as Tom Cruise.
Jimmy, it's never like this at work, is it?
That's right. My friend Jimmy's in the back. Jimmy, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Jimmy.
Let me answer your previous question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
What was it again?
It was what do you
Ubra.
Yeah. I believe I've thought about why Star Trek has lingered this long.
Is lingered really the verb you choose?
I thought it would be an amusing verb. Endured. And I finally, it has to come down to, I guess it's because of me, right? What's that? I'm sorry, sir. You'll have to wait your turn in line. Yes. Anyone? You, sir. Right there with your hand up. Down front.
When you were on the set, and I'm talking about the set where the people beamed down. I think it's called the transporter room.
Are you talking to me or Mr. Dorn?
This is directed to Mr. Dorn.
Okay.
When you were on the set,
Yes. Yes.
and you were in the transporter room,
Yes.
and you went up onto those circles that lit up from the top and bottom,
Yes.
and you transported out of the spaceship.
Yes.
What does that feel like? Just tell me in your own words, and then I'd like Mrs. Spiner to answer as well.
No, I'd like to answer that. Because, you see, I don't necessarily believe that that it's real. I know you'd all like to think so, but no, I think it's really just make-believe in your heads. Okay.
Is that your impression of me? That was pathetic. All right, let me just say this. That's not bad, actually. I don't know, sir, if you've ever had your molecules disperse. But that's what happens when you beam. Well, you've had it happen, haven't you, sir? Yeah.
The other night you had your molecules dispersed, didn't you?
You know,
I like to have my molecules dispersed and spread over Tia Carrera. That's what.
wow.
Nice.
There's children in the room, aren't there? Maybe not. Oh yeah, there is. Don't
Yes,
listen
but-
to him, young
but
man.
Your molecules? That's really dirty. What? Where am I?
It's the word spread you don't want to say in front of children. Let's see, is there anybody else?
Besides the guy in the blue.
Is there a gentleman over there in the blue? Yes, sir. You, sir.
On the episode where you played Dr. Noonien Silk,
Well, there was more than one, sir. I don't know which one you're referring to.
Well, there's more than one, sir. I don't know the one you're referring to.
Are you talking to me or to him?
layer, as it were,
What's that?
where we went to Noonien Silk's layer.
His lair? Oh, his lair. Yes. Yeah.
He's a liar?
A lair. Yes. Yes, sir.
Are you okay, sir?
Is there a doctor in the room? Just in case?
I'm suffering from neuralgia.
You're a doctor?
Yes, I am.
What kind of doctor are you?
I'm a podiatrist.
There you go.
There you are.
Take a look at those for a second, will you? Take a look at those feet.
Was that your voice, Noonien Silk?
That was my voice, sir. There was no one fool. I can do it right now, actually, if you like. I love that face. Yeah, something like that. Well, I always love that face. Yeah, there we are. No, that was you.
That was me. I always loved that.
She's leaving with her child because she doesn't want him being ruined by this experience.
It was the whole Tia Carrera.
I don't blame you. If you see Tia Carrera, give her our best. Oh, you already did? Nice. You, sir, right there in the blue shirt. And more.
When you went to work in the morning,
Yes.
as yourselves,
Yes.
as Michael and Brent, how long did the transformation from becoming from Brent to Data, and in your case from Michael to Worf, how long did that transformation take? Both, I'm talking both mentally, physically, emotionally, not just the makeup, but the character.
I think, sir, you're giving me a lot more credit than I deserve. I just showed up, you know, and they put the makeup on and I said the words. That was it.
Yes,
sir?
yes. It took a while. It was 3 hours to start when I first started the show, and then it got it down to an hour and 45 minutes. But the transition took a lot longer. In fact, we actually finished an episode, and I was still getting into the character.
Well, as a matter of fact, he's still getting into the character.
I still haven't got it right yet.
Yeah, don't.
Johnny.
You answer a question or two. All right, let's seriously take some questions. So there's a microphone right there. What's that? If you're not on the microphone, how can we hear you?
Yes, go ahead. You with the orange.
The orange, yeah. Well, I already know that Mr. Spiner isn't interested in the future in the space program. He let me know that. For those who don't know, the first android astronaut is going up this next space shuttle launch. That's why I brought it up to him. But for the other two...
What is your question, sir?
What real astronauts have you met, and are any of you interested in the space program? Other than Mae Jemison, who beamed you up on that thing that disperses you.
I can disperse you right now. Go ahead, Michael. You want to answer that?
I met Frank Warren. In fact, one of the airplanes that I owned, he bought for me. Colonel Frank Warren, which was, he bought from me. My F-86, he came over and I sold it to him. And actually, the funny story is that I flew down to Chino, California, gave it to him, and he says, Michael, tell me some things about, the airplane, because it's different than the one he used to fly. And I go, well, and then I get in the cockpit, and I go, okay, now, when you do the throttle, when you start it, you got to jock it, and he goes, yeah, I think I remember that. And I go, yes, well, right here is that when you turn this dial, you got it, he says, yeah, I think I remember that. And I went, oh my God. I'm teaching Frank Borman how to fly an airplane. I said, why don't you just tell me if you don't recognize something? He said, oh, that's okay, Mike. But Jim Lovell, Buzz Aldrin.
Gil Gerard.
After he lost the weight. Bill Baxter.
Actually, we met all of the Mercury astronauts. John Glenn and Alan Shepard and all of them. We went to, at the White House, yeah, we went to an event. And, well, thank you.
But I don't want to go in space. That's too dangerous. That's some dangerous stuff out there, What'd you say? That's pretty funny.